My people, welcome back. This is Pickles BBQ. This is Charlie from Pickles BBQ. Today we're doing something completely different. So I'm going to be cooking a chicken two ways, and it's a collaboration with BDC, my friend, over at MeatCraniums BBQ and Review. So what we're doing is seeing if there is a difference between beer and water in a can in a smoked chicken. When he first mentioned it, I said, we're doing chicken in a can? What kind of idea is that? It already got to me. So we're doing smoked chicken in two different ways, just to see if you do need to save the beer or not. So anyhow, stay tuned. The link for him will be down below. So enjoy. Y'all stay tuned. Our Wagyu chickens. We've got one weighing in at 5.05. The other one weighing in at 5.10. So that's what we're gonna start out with. Okay, these may not be Wagyu chickens. So we've got our water right here. We're gonna bring it to room temperature, but we're looking at 6 ounces of each. Same with the beer, we're gonna bring that to room temperature as well. So we'll be right back. And just to show you, there's our beer. So we're riding at 6 ounces again for the beer. We're gonna go ahead and load the cans up. So this time we're gonna use Cowboy brand Oak and Hickory Hardwood Lump. Trying to get to a good temperature. In this case, we're not gonna throw in any extra wood. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that up with some charcoal briquettes on the Weber Smoky Mountain. And there's our lump. As you can see, all different sizes. I've never used the Cowboy before, but we'll give it a shot this time. Doesn't matter, we're just looking for temp. My people, it's my least favorite form of weather to barbecue in. A whole bunch of wind. However, we're gonna get this started. I've got 15 briquettes that are heating up right now. I'm gonna go ahead and throw those into our lump charcoal. Let's get her started. I've got the water pan in the Weber Smoky Mountain. I'll show you in a second. And then it's empty though. I'm just using that as a basic heat deflector. And should be good to go. Looking for a pretty hot temperature, about 300 or so. All right, y'all. So what we're doing, we've got our birds all kind of cleaned up. I didn't cut anything off of them. We've got our smaller one, and it's definitely smaller on the right-hand side. And then this is the one that's tiny, minuscule bigger. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it up with a little extra virgin olive oil, cooking oil. See if we can't crust up the skin a little bit. And the only thing I'm using is Cajun spice, which is essentially Tony shot trees. So I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle this on top, kind of give it a liberal coating, but I wanted to keep this fairly simple. And then we'll flip it around, do the same thing. Actually do the same thing inside the cavity as well. And if you want to check out MeatCraniums BBQ and Review, he's got tips on how to clean up your kitchen after using chicken. So y'all go check him out. I'll leave a link down below if I haven't mentioned it before. Anyhow, let's get these flipped over, do the insides, and we shall return. Boom, covered and coated. Inside and out both sides. So they're looking good so far. Fire in the hole! As they say. There's our 15 coals. We'll let those get started and heat up our lump. And we're looking for about a temperature about 300 or so. So all vents on the bottom are open. I'll leave the one on the top open. I'll just kind of dial them back as we go. All right, so we're running about 286 right now. Hopefully you can see that. I'm gonna go ahead and chuck these birds on. So I'm gonna go ahead and still have our big guy over here. We got our littler guy over here. But once again, the differences are nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and chuck these birds on. Let's move this guy aside. I'll put the beer in this dude. Goodbye, beer. I barely know you. Slot that guy in. And both the beer and water are room temperature. They've been sitting out for quite some time. I'll go ahead and throw our water on this guy. And yes, you can see some of the chicken juices dripping out already. That's from sitting in the refrigerator for a while as we let the grill heat up. So we're running about 286. Boom. There we go. There are our Frankenstein birds. Boom. And there you have it. There's our birds. Look like they're ready to go out for a night on the town. On the grill, we have no water in the pan, though I do have a water pan in there. These flames are kicking up. Set them side by side so they can dance. We'll check back in about an hour or so. All right, we hit the 1 hour mark. We've been running about 275 to 300 the entire time so far. I'm gonna go ahead and temp up our chicken. It's windy as anything out there, so you may not be able to hear me. May have to voice over this next bit. Anyhow, let's go check. It's looking pretty good so far. Let's go ahead and temp up, let's see. Let's go ahead and temp up this guy right here. See what we got. We're at about 122, 123. So we still got a ways to go on this, at least an hour or so. So we're at about an hour and a half. Not so much wind anymore, which is a plus. Let's see where we are. This is the water. About what are we looking at? About 130 in the breast. This is our beer can chicken. We're looking about 133, 132 up. Maybe about 130 as well. All right, so they're both looking about the same. Charcoals fell to about 257, so I'm gonna go ahead and open the vents again. See if we can't bump that up a little bit. We'll be back in a little while. And at that 2 hour mark, we're running about 145, 149, 150. And that's our water can. On the beer can, let's give it a check. We're about 150, 149, 148, so we've still got a little ways to go. Color is not amazing, but I was expecting that from just a simple rub. Looking good though. Alright guys, I went ahead and pulled them. We're at 165 in the breast, a little over that, so I went ahead and pulled them. Not bad looking. Pretty good looking chickens. We got our water on the left hand side and our beer on the right hand side. I'm gonna go ahead and let them rest for a second or two, and I'm gonna cut into them. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can pull this guy off. So this is our water. Boom. There's our water chicken. This guy. So we got for him. And there it is. We have left water, right beer. All right, I did a quick turnaround. A little bit easier this way. Let's go ahead and move this back. However, this is the water. Let's go ahead and take a slice of this guy. Oh boy, that is juicy. Y'all can see the juice. That looks fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside. Woo, dogs outside. Up, we have our beer can, official beer chicken. Go ahead and take a slice off of that too. Also juicy as anything. Skin didn't crisp up like I hoped it would, but we're good to go. Yeah, look at those birds though. They do look real pretty. Now look at that. You'd be hard pressed to tell the difference already, right? Let's give it a taste. Water, beer. I'm gonna taste this without the skin. This is our water. Juicy as anything. You can already tell. It's like tender and juicy like crazy. So good. Actually pick up that hickory and oak, which I wasn't sure I was going to. That's good. Juicy, tender as anything. That's amazing. Next up, our other contender. Beer in a beer can. Let's give it a try. Also looks juicy and tender. Hey, guess what? It's also fantastic. I sense zero difference. So if you want to save the beer and join in our campaign to save the beer, just use water. Man, both of those are so good. And I'll tell you, that cowboy lump was really good too. It does come through. Anyways, go check out Meaty C's channel. It was linked down below, as I mentioned before. Pickles barbecue, if I can do it, you can too. Pickles out. Both these are good.